The software-defined automation project within the OI4 is handled by 7 different companies with the target of creating a vendor-neutral automation stack that is using cloud-native technology and making use of tools like Kubernetes, containers and stuff to have a scalable and maintainable automation stack for companies that are running huge facilities, huge factories all over the world. The companies that were included there were Boehringer Ingelheim as kind of end customer for us. They had the use case, they described what their problem is, and the company solving that were Kubernetes with their knowledge and their product all around Kubernetes. It was backoff with their TwinCat IDE and runtime. It was Kuberdata with the Kuberdata Xenon service engine and the IDE for that. Complement was participating with their SecureOS and their edge devices. Same as Salt did with their edge devices and operating system. And we at Flex, we contributed the App Store that made it easy for all the automation engineers and IT engineers to deploy the workload at scale across the company. So we started this project in February 2025, and in July 2025, we had a first occasion at the Open Industry 4.0 event in Rheinach for the process industry. There we showcased a demonstrator that after this demonstration there went to Hamburg to the Container Days, where Kubernetes was the main host of that event, where different IT companies showed their solutions, and we also were there showcasing how Kubernetes can be used in OT technology.
So talking about the technical details is we basically try to use as much as possible open source components, rely on fully open source interfaces and standards. So basically for the whole chain, we had an app store who talks with the REST API of Kubernetes clusters, where we can create automatic app deployments on some edge devices. The edge devices contains Kubernetes worker nodes, plain vanilla Kubernetes, where basically we onboarded their different operating system layers. There we did an abstraction layer with some containers. And here we had a containerized edge node deployment on Ubuntu, on Debian systems, and also on Yocto Linux. And the challenge was to basically tie all together, and on top of the applications like the backoff TwinCat or Kuberdata engine to deploy it and get it run to different hardware devices, have a multi-stage system like dev system, a staging system, a prod system, and assembling this together in a manufacturing showcase as we showed it in a demonstrator.
So the contribution of the OI4 were 3 things. So first of all, we received very good project management within that. As you can imagine, having 7 companies doing one project and having that done within 4 months is kind of impossible when you don't have a project manager that takes care of the to-dos, the follow-ups, creating meetings and stuff. So that was very helpful for us. Then in the next step, they helped us setting up the demonstrator, like creating this very beautiful graphic where the demonstrator is mounted on, have a good look and feel. And the third point is they gave us visibility. So we were able to present that at the OI4 event in Rheinach for the process industry. After that, we received a landing page on the OI4 homepage where everyone now can read what we did there, what our target was, what we achieved, and what the next steps are.
What comes next? So in our world, we try now to bring it from a demonstrator to the real world. So bringing it to our OT network, the full stack, and working on the maintenance lifecycle. So how we can automate things more further, also during upgrades, during changes. And that's the next step where we try to build it together with partner. Therefore, we're still searching people to join the project, to help us there to develop further, if it is on the application side, infrastructure side, or also maybe hardware manufacturers or IoT device manufacturers are welcome. So join us, and yeah, we're looking forward to you.